This is grown man business. The collar swag don't hit a witness. I pull up in a Bentley so quick. I'm dropping them bags, popping them tags. You know how we bless that cash. The grown man biz. The grown man. I said the grown man. I said the grown man. This is how a grown man does business.
The flow is tight, show you right. I'm the one you can say.
Live from Studio 7B, it's your boy Mark L here on the Mail Review in the studio with the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. The two gentlemen that are the most extraordinary are here this Saturday morning. Myself, your boy Mark L, the cat in the hat, wearing his stunner shades.
Oh, yeah, it's
doing
stunner
it.
shades.
Stunner shades.
It's for the streets time.
It's for the streets time because y'all know it's cancer season. Also, my noble co-host.
He said noble.
The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Everything, D. Yale in the building. What's good, my brother? Good morning.
Got 1 cup of coffee.
That's it.
I ain't had about 2 cups.
You need the
in a
other
minute.
Cup. You ain't had 2 cups in a minute. It's okay. I got a cup of coffee too, man. Because listen, y'all.
Oh, yeah. You was out in the streets, right?
Listen, I was going to the streets. The streets were calling my name.
That's what he said.
I went to the streets last night. My man threatened me for my hat. When I got in the studio this morning, I was like, hey, man, I thought you was going to wear the hat.
That was a slick
I
hat.
thought you was going to wear the hat today.
Nah,
Man, I'm going to wear a different hat. Oh, because I was going to clip you for it. Yeah. And now we know why Florida is that state.
Hey, I told him what was about to happen.
He did. See, you know what that is, my nigga? Growth. Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to the other men that are also in the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen from our joined cast.
Yes.
Shout out to TR who has returned to drilling.
He has returned of the drill.
Return to the drill, baby. He back drilling again. And we had a member who didn't Josh. We was looking for Josh.
Know, the thing about Josh,
he's been missing.
He says something about going underwater in Titanic. Something about going to see a boat.
I don't know. All I'm going to say is I implore you to shout out to Josh, the Achilles heel.
Yes,
the Achilles leg.
Yes,
the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Shout out to Josh out there, as he said, working as usual.
But
like
we
when
haven't heard from him.
Vacation.
I'm just wondering. Okay, so why, Josh?
Why Josh?
Would you see?
Why Josh?
Oh.
This show, ladies and gentlemen, is called Why Josh?
No, it's called it's Lost at Sea.
Lost at Sea. So it's the same.
Because it'd be right in your face.
Why Josh?
Yeah, it'd be right in your face and you don't see it.
And you don't see it.
Yeah. All of a sudden he went to work, quote unquote.
I know,
and
right?
we haven't seen him. And all of a sudden, a gang of white people went missing.
That is
look at it. Look at it.
At any rate, y'all, thank y'all for joining us as always. I know I'm holding my coffee cup because, I'm telling you, cancer season. Man, real son. It's summertime, y'all. I had to bring the stunners back out because the sun is too bright. I got to wear shades. Wait a minute. It used to be my future so bright. You got to wear shades.
Yeah, until climate control.
I grew to be the age of the future, and that's what happened. Because I thought.
You said you listened to Future. You didn't like the verse song.
No, you know what's funny? That ties in because I'm for the streets. Bars. Thank y'all for showing up again and definitely coming to support us. Please be sure to like and share. Please. And those who want to come kick it with us, come comment on the stream, come check us out, man. Hey, we out here. We doing our thing, brother. I do want everybody to do that though. Go ahead and share this stream to 3 people. Just 3. We asked for 5 last year.
We asked for 5.
For 3 now.
We're just asking for 3. Help us out with the growth.
Discount.
Y'all over here, kick. Y'all say, "Oh, the show was so good." Well, show the next person how good our show is.
Hey, that boy Mark L is a fool with it.
Because
that one is crazy.
I promise you, ain't no other show gonna deliver it like we do.
They ain't gonna bring it like we bring it.
They ain't gonna bring it like we bring it. Look here,
just like everybody else.
At the end of the
hey. Sorry.
At the end of the day,
yes.
Most podcasts are confined by the rules of PR.
Yeah,
I would say that.
And we confined by the rules of TR.
So
what were we saying? Shout out to the upper room.
This man.
Anyway, go ahead, bro. I'm listening. Yes, they are. We do. I do try to keep the F-bombs down, but sometimes I be like, fuck it. They go to one for the day.
Well, I'm not even talking about the F-bombs. I'm
Okay.
talking about the, you do skirt along the lines of empathizing with the moment.
I do.
From time to time.
I do.
But sometimes you don't give a shit.
Yeah. Hey, look. Please understand something, y'all. I do stand in the gap on a lot of things. However, I feel strongly.
I stand in the gap.
We won't talk about that on Mark L After Dark because
that's all.
Mrs. Dylan is not going to appreciate. Never mind. Anyway, but you're right. You're right. And yes, we as men do feel strongly. Again, we present this show from a male perspective. This is what men talk about. So, hey, there's a little something for everybody. If you don't like it, go ahead and move around and just give it to your friends and say, I can't mess with it, but they told me to share it 3 times, so you check it out. You know what I'm saying? Let them check it out. See what they think about it.
Yeah, from your own point of view.
At any rate, my brother, how was your week this week, man?
My week has been outstanding. Okay?
Where was you standing out at?
Shit, I'm a Gemini.
Oh, well, I mean,
I'm always seen.
I mean, aside from that unfortunate.
Yeah. Just because it's cancer season, it's only right. Cancer season because we allow it to be. Y'all are like the.
We're the what? I told you, everybody that's a cancer is in jail according to the horoscope. Be careful. That was not a threat, FCC. I apologize. We are actually friends. We cool. So I'm just talking.
Yeah, Josh said, quote unquote, I lay in the gap. And I agree, Josh. And that is exactly your problem. You get in the gap and you get caught in the gap. And we be telling you, you actually need to get out of the gap.
Bro.
So, yeah, Josh.
Walk into the light. Come out of the gap.
Get out of the gap. God damn it.
Walk toward the light, sir.
You remember Gap had trash bags in them? Oh.
At any rate.
No, nonetheless, though, week was pretty good. Just a regular work week, but some great things happened with some communication between some higher ups on the 9 to 5 things. But business with Yale Entertainment has been kind of like, business as usual.
Right on.
With, just turning the wheels to do whatever we can to make this a better streaming network, podcast services, all the operations that Yale Entertainment offers across the board and across the platforms. Our goal is always to separate ourselves from the other shows.
Yes.
So we're working on that. And there are some things that's in the making. We got a couple other shows coming along on your. Hold on, let me pull my shit up. You go ahead and talk to him while I pull this shit up.
Listen, I mean, you pretty much said it all, man. That's good. That's a good week. We definitely are trying to go ahead and push this past the point of just being us talking on Saturdays and doing podcasts. About our community work that we've been getting out there. We've been tied to the mayor of the city of South Fulton. We've attended various events there. We've done a lot of community service things. Dylan is usually the figurehead there. Let me tell you something. Let me just let y'all in on a little secret. As tough as he sounds on the radio, this man got the biggest damn heart. I'm telling you. He'll call me and be like, man, I'm out at this community thing and I got to go to another one tomorrow. I got to go do this. I got to do this. So trust and believe the man actually practices what he preaches. So when he says he wants to help the community, he literally be out there helping the community. Okay. He be helping the community and he is phenomenal as far as that's concerned. So just, letting y'all know that we're not just doing lip service here. This is something that we really do. This is something specifically, and I'm going to tell you, these people, when they see him coming, they know him by name. Dylan. Shout out absolutely to all the folks that we help out in the community. Definitely. Like when we do the Stop the Violence. Listen.
We do got a walk coming up, by the way. One of the other things, the walk is coming up on the 15th of next month. The walk, just like the march, just like we did last year.
Yes, I was just looking at the video from that the other day, man.
Yeah, well, we got the next one coming up next month on the 15th.
That's when we was running down
Natty
in the heat.
In the heat.
At 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning. Well, it was hot out there. We running up and down like we doing military training.
Hey,
sweating and yelling.
They did kind of lean into us to kind of lead that.
They did.
So
we was barking them orders out.
Yeah,
everybody keep going. Everybody keep going. Everybody keep going. So yeah, man. So just know that please know that when you make your donation, please $5, $10. Please drop your boy a dub, man. Just help us go ahead and keep it going. Let's keep the lights on in this place. Plus, we got all this business out here. Y'all know that we definitely spotlight Black businesses. So if you want to work with us and you got a Black business, go ahead and get that information over to us. What's the email address, man?
YaleRadiocast@gmail.
YaleRadiocast@gmail.com. Go ahead and get that information over to us and let's talk. Let's talk about it.
So one of the things we got coming up, and I love this, and we've been looking for something like this, bro. We've been looking for something like this.
Looking for it.
Shout out to my girl Leilani coming on to the platform.
All right, Leilani.
With Goddess Energy, man.
Yes.
Coming soon. Goddess Energy, the podcast.
Those y'all think we just sit around and bash women.
Man. Shout out to Goddess Energy, man. What else we got? What's
she gonna talk about on the platform, brother?
I guess Goddess Energy.
Goddess Energy. Hey, ladies, tune in for Goddess Energy and definitely call in. Listen,
I do know that she is of the she's polyamorous as well as you are, what? Marcus. Yes.
What?
Yeah. So one of your poly partners, but I don't think that's going to be necessarily her realm of conversation.
Right on.
Totally.
Okay.
I love the fact that she does have a product line of health products and things like that, or body nurturing products or self-awareness and mental health awareness things for women. Yes. So I do know that it's a bit of that along with a ilk of sexiness behind it, which is,
that's goddess energy. That's a goddess energy.
Yeah, goddess energy, baby.
You're beautiful. You pay attention to the goddess when she's speaking.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
She did an outstanding interview on, hold up. Shoot, let me continue with my boy Huey G though. We got Huey G coming with the Book Me or Not podcast.
Okay.
Co-host on motivational shit. Now Huey G, once again, our director Huey G. Huey G is a director / actor and co-host of Motivational Shit podcast, where I met Leilani. So he will be bringing his brand to the platform as well. Book Me or Not podcast. Shout out to my big homie Huey G.
Yeah.
Thank
out to
you.
Lightworker Brain for making them connections.
Yes, and of course, the original staple of Yale Radiocast, which is the Indie Circuit. Returning today, by the way. We are interviewing my boy Copyright this evening. Copyright will be in the building today. So the Indie Circuit was the first show of Yale Radiocast, which is the more original idea, which is what this whole platform was actually based behind. So
big things, man.
The goal was to create a lane and a platform for independent artists. And, at the time, 2012, 2013, it was the turning of the tables with music industry.
Okay.
Everything was becoming more controlled, less about the artistry and more about the money that's involved in the music industry, as it kind of should be, right?
Yeah.
But it left a small room for the independent artists. Mm-hmm. And that's where the Indie Circuit was created, just as a platform to feature for independent artists, another realm, another world for independent artists. So
glad to see it coming back, man.
So and the thing is, I sat it down because we got a lot on the plate. and it became very hard from week to week to week to week to bring in artists to interview, because I love it because artists started working.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
And I love to see this game is truly about the independent artist now.
Yeah, it is.
You know, so I'm watching artists such as Copyright, who will be here this evening, turn a corner. It didn't become about, I can't do nothing but put my music up on mixtape websites. They got to work. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to talk about the things that he's doing now. Now you got people that you could go to by yourself to do your music videos, Yale Entertainment. Now you got people that you could go to do your website, Yale Entertainment. Now you got people that you could go to do your promotions and advertisement for you, Yale Entertainment. They found their sources. So they wasn't just sitting around and just saying, hey, I got to go on this platform. I hate the fact that they couldn't just come here, but at the same time, I love the fact that I ain't got time to come there right now, brother. I got to go open up. I got to go do a show in New Jersey.
Right.
I love that.
Yes.
So we working, man.
Right on, man. That's good stuff. That's good stuff, man. And my week was fantastic because, of course, it's cancer season.
Yes.
So I had a good week, man.
Kick it off. Yeah. So you was getting out last night just to get out?
Yeah, man. I just kind of went out a little bit, went out to the streets just to check on some things and see some stuff, see what's going on. You know, shout out to all my Poly people out there. If you in Atlanta for the Poly Gala, let me go ahead and shout out to you right now. Last night was mad real, y'all. I'm going to leave that at that. Last night was mad real, y'all. We was out. I come tiptoeing in the crib about 5 in the morning. And, you know, by the time I got home, though, the hat was off because, you know.
Came through pimping.
Boy, the hat was just off because, man, I was off. So the hat was on.
Business.
So shout out to the folks that's out there. And I'm going to the Poly Gala tonight.
Okay.
Shout out to my girl Chris. You remember she came in, her and Rick.
Yeah, I remember Chris, I remember I followed them on the IG. I see them out there doing their thing.
Absolutely.
We need to get their show up and rolling. Absolutely. They need to bring it here. Come on now.
Yeah, we're going to get them in then. That's what I'm talking about. So shout out to Chris and the team over at Poly Coast to Coast, which is a group I'm a part of. And they nominated your boy for OG Poly. Apparently I'm old and I'm a G. Or is that, did I get that right? I think so. I got that right.
It just means you old
dick.
It
just means I'm old.
It just means you some old dick.
So I'm going to just tell y'all, if y'all hand me an AARP bag when I get up on that stage, it's going to be some furniture moving. We're going to call it Mark L after jail.
Without the bail.
Without the bail, right. See, that let me know how old I am.
That mean you old dick.
That's the fat boys.
But hold on.
That's fat boy. That's fat boy. But again, that kind of ties back to all the cancers I enjoy.
Let's cheer for old dick. Yes. Yes.
So yes, I will be attending the Poly Gala. I'm gonna be razor sharp. I'm gonna have creases so sharp you cut bread with them.
Congratulations on the work that you put in the community with your penis.
Well, excuse me, sir. Pardon me. It's more than just penis. There's tongue as well. I mean, no. I'm talking about speaking, sir. I'm talking about my speech. You're terrible. See, it's the Gemini for you. That's Gemini.
I told you, we allow y'all to have a season.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Anyway, y'all, I had a good week.
No, but I am interested in that. That's very interesting to hold these events. Speak on it, man.
Hey, man, this is the thing, man. The polyamorous community in Atlanta is very large, okay, especially for Black people. Just, giving a shout out, just giving a shameless plug, but shit, it's my show. I'm on the show. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So the poly community is huge here in Atlanta, and it's it's spread out throughout the states and everything else. But a lot of people kind of come here because it kind of feels like a headquarters. So we have various events. Shut up, Dylan. We have various events that occur in Atlanta. I'm a part of a group. I'm actually an admin of a group called Poly Black and Dayton. Shout out to my group, Poly Black and Dayton. We plan a large event every year called Polyween, which is something that happens, of course, around the Halloween holiday. We don't do it on Halloween because people got kids, but we kind of do it in October there. And shout out to Poly Coast to Coast. They are doing a gala, and other groups do other things. We have people that do all sorts of stuff, man. People do all sorts of stuff. So one thing I want everybody to hush, man.
Okay.
What I want to point out is the fact that there's a lot of work that goes into making these events a great success. Not just from the people who actually organize them, but also from the people that attend. We try to make it all love, man. We try to get everybody to come, spend time, kind of get a chance to talk to the people that you see on Facebook every day or that you meet in these groups. We try to get people to get together and fellowship and form community. And so having that community bond is great. A lot of people complain, everybody live in Georgia. No, it's just that this is where the largest concentration of Black polyamorous people are. So, we cover everybody. I mean, everybody. If you are interested in polyamory, if you want to come and learn, if you want to come and participate, you want to come and see, this is kind of the place to be. This is where we do this at. So just know, again, I'm attending the gala tonight. I'm going up. I've been nominated to be OG Poly. We're going to see how that turns out tonight. So I'll come back next Saturday. Either way, I'm still I'm living. See what I'm saying?
Right.
But just know, your boy, go ahead and send some good energy out for your boy to win the award, man.
I think we kind of like had a conversation last week about, just the sexual world of things. Cause,
Yeah.
it's a view that it's more so just a fuck fest, right?
Let's
just be real about it.
Exactly.
And
I'm sure that's some of the misconception about it.
Yeah. Okay. So what conversation that me and Mark had last week after the show was, okay, so let's make the work that your community, whatever your community and group is, more so about other things within the community, because of that misconception of it's only sex.
Right.
Well, how do you think I'm going to perceive you?
Right.
If that's what you're leading with.
I got you.
See, I'm an honest guy, right?
Be
That come in my daddy world and shit too.
Be honest.
So I tell the stepchild,
Lord.
shout out to my wife, whatever.
Not my wife, whatever.
Whatever.
Oh, sorry.
And the conversation that I had with the stepchild, because her complaints was of some of the things that she've come across here in Atlanta. And I say, well, you can't lead with your pussy.
Carry on.
When you lead with your pussy, that's the energy you're going to get.
People that are interested in just your pussy. Okay.
There you go.
Very well.
So I think it was understood for about 4 days, and then she started posting about shit.
That's crazy. Well,
so see what I'm saying? So yeah, so and I'm cool with the community, but everybody else isn't because of their more old-fashioned beliefs and whatever. With me, I don't give a shit.
It's not really even old-fashioned beliefs. It's really just we were okay. So just let me just take this little piece right here. So it's not really old-fashioned beliefs because what you need to understand, what most people don't understand is that polyamory is a viable relationship style. As if just to make sure it covers people's understanding of what I'm trying to say here. It really is a lifestyle. It really is a way to live. It is a way to be, but it's no less valid than monogamy is what I'm trying to say. So in understanding that it's no less valid than monogamy, I don't hate on anybody who is monogamous. You are in a monogamous marriage. I don't hate on that. I don't have a problem with that. The problem that people who we were all raised, quote unquote, not all, but let's just say a good majority of us were raised to be monogamous. That's what the media tells us. That's what, TV, radio, ads, billboards, the stuff that you see is based around monogamy, but that is what the letter of the day is. Yeah, so when you see something that looks different, meaning it does not look like what you have been indoctrinated to believe, of course, the first thing you do is cast stones at it. And that's fine. You can do that. You can do that all you want to. However, we don't get over. We're going to live our lives, right?
Right.
We're going to continue to be who we are. So that I do understand where you're going with that as far as making sure we don't lead with sex. But let me just tell y'all right now, that is your outsider view, seeing what happens within, because let me tell you, sex is at the bottom of that list.
Right.
There's a lot of processing. There's a lot of conversation. There's a lot of learning to break through barriers of mentality. But people don't see that work. What they see is what they perceive to be a fuck fest.
Okay, so and that's why I say, okay, so you come in here because we say, hey, yeah, polyamorous man, and
right,
man. Okay, cool,
right.
Because I'm cool with it because I've been the biggest of hoes, right? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to make poly world
I got
about
you.
wholeness.
I see what you're saying. What you're saying is I understand.
The ilk of sexual world that you operate in, you know what I'm saying, doesn't bother me.
Gotcha.
So looking at it as if sometimes whenever you possibly want people to understand you, sometimes you might need to go to the community instead of just operating in this secret society of, we behind the doors. And you just literally said it. Let me tell you, it was something going on. Shh, I ain't gonna tell nobody.
But see, here's the thing, though.
see how you made that scene?
I got you. But see, I need you to understand also the society that we live in. People still frown upon it. At some points, some people can lose jobs based on that. Unfortunately, that still happens nowadays. So people don't really talk about it. My job, my job is, diversity and inclusion, all that good stuff. But some people work in high-powered positions. Some people work in high-powered places where that's frowned upon, and they may, whether they do it overtly or subversively, they will hold it against you if you do that. So understand that it's not that we don't want to be living out loud, and it's been getting better over the last few years. If you notice, more people are coming out. You start to find out people that you know that are in your circle, who are actually polyamorous.
Right, because I got plenty of
you got people. You hang around a lot of poly people, dog. I'm saying. I'm just telling you. You do.
I be in the room.
How did you wind up there?
I feel like the odd person in the room. Like,
oh, you too? Right. You too? Right.
Oh, me? No, baby.
Not me.
Baby. Trina, come over here. Trina.
Come get close to me. This is my wife.
She's for me.
She is my wife.
Sit in my lap.
She is my wife. Did you see that girl? Anyway, but yeah. So, just saying, man. Just letting folk know that that's what I'm doing. That's what's happening. That's what's going on in my life.
Right
now, let me tell you who was not happy this week. We're going to probably take a break and come back and talk about it. But I'm going to say it's a deep story that we need to go into.
Well, I think I want to get this part out the way first. Since we're talking about a world of possibly a sexual presentation.
Okay, got you. Okay, go for it.
What you see with something.
Versus what it may
be. There's this hip-hop artist, Sukihana. They call her Suki.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And her music career, she's a flourishing artist as of late within the past year and a half, very sexual, she follows in the ilk of this new generation of women.
City girls.
Oh yeah, my pussy wet, I suck your dick, I'm a boss bitch. I got a whole bunch of long goofy eyelashes and nails and inflated ass.
Can y'all tell he's not really pleased about these things?
Go ahead. I mean, it's superficial bullshit to me.
Right, okay.
So, I grew up in a world people like MC Lighting like that. So, that's my standard.
Gotcha.
So, I see, and it's cool to be that because shit, who don't like ass or titties, right? You know what I'm saying? But when you, my thing is when you present yourself sexually,
right?
It's almost like what you put into the world is what you're going to get in return. Darling, you're a bit of an asshole. I don't question why people call me a asshole.
Or when assholes come to you. But you are the whole ass.
Yes, so it's I know what I give. I know what vibe I give.
Okay, bet.
So when people say, "Oh, fuckboy energy," oh yeah, you might be right, bitch.
And then what?
You might be right. I don't question it from your perception.
Because that's your perception.
Understood.
Okay, gotcha.
I matter of fact, I knew when I said what I said, how it was going to impact you. And I already knew the response that you was going to hit me. You must hate your mother.
What? Terrible news.
Do you have any daughters? Nah, because
you need a hug.
He's gay.
Oh Lord.
I'm sexist and gay. I see motherfuckers say that is the same phrase.
How
I'm sexist. Yeah, exactly.
How do they occupy the same
Thank
space?
you for showing how confused you sound, chick.
Oh Lord.
I'm sexist, and misogynistic, and gay.
I'm telling you, boy, you suffering. You in a sliver.
Mr. Everything, baby.
You might as well be Mr. Everything.
Hey, my pronouns.
My pronouns are Mr. Everything asshole. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna show this video. Another aspiring up and coming rapper, YK Osiris, approached Sukihana while she was on the platform.
Okay.
They were having a little conversation, and what happened was, okay, YK Osiris plants one. on Sukiana. Or tries to make her kiss him.
It's the tattoo. It's the tattoo. I know I done seen some grip right there before.
Oh my God.
Hold on, let's run it back. Let's run it back.
I want. It's the tattoo. It's the tattoo. I know I done seen some grip right there before.
Oh my God.
Okay.
So, Mr. Marcus.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and lead in. What do you think?
Okay, so from what I could tell and looking at the video, it looks like he came in, he leaned down, he grabbed her shoulders, and he kissed her. Now, all right, that looks fairly innocent to me. So now give me the skinny on what the problem is. Why is this a story? Why does this come up here?
Because apparently they're saying
Who's they?
social media.
Social media. Okay,
We're
gotcha.
just
I want to clarify because I want to understand where what the issue is. What is the discussion surrounding that?
The whole narrative of protect Black women. She was sexually assaulted.
Oh, got you.
He should have kept his distance.
Understood.
Why didn't the men jump up and kick his ass?
Are you serious?
He should be arrested for sexual assault.
Okay.
And have at it, Mark.
Okay. So, all right. So first, is Sukiana saying this? Not understand where I'm going with this, people.
That was her words.
That was her words. Her words was that she was sexually
assaulted. Yes.
All right. Let me first of all just say this. Of course, in this day and age, and it always has been, but it's definitely been more prominent in this day and age. Consent is everything. And my people, shout out to my people, we all know consent is sexy. So him grabbing her and kissing her on the face definitely violated consent. I want to say that because I could tell from her body language, she didn't look receptive to it. She didn't look like she was okay with it. She didn't look like he had asked her any permission or anything like that. I understand that. So I'm going to go with she did not consent to him touching her. Do I think it's a sexual assault? It's going to be on the person who felt the offense to decide if it was an assault. Now, is she going to press charges or has she pressed charges?
I think he apologized. Say he sent out an apology.
He did apologize to her directly.
He didn't walk up. You know, nowadays they do it online. Tell old shawty I'm sorry, man. It wasn't nothing like that. I don't know how it went. I'm just paraphrasing.
Okay, gotcha.
No, don't none of these kids know how to act these days. So I'm not.
Okay.
I'm trying to find maybe some of that. I was just giving you the surface value, kind of like of what happened, just to kind of like, see where we are with it.
I mean, okay, so here's the thing, and I always do this, and if you know me, anybody that knows me knows, in order to explain simple concepts, I use a few different analogies. But let me put it like this. All right, you dialing,
Yes.
big strong dialing, right?
Yes.
Big man,
Yes.
big man, big cool. You out helping out at a community event, right?
Mm-hmm.
This dude who is bigger than you comes up, grabs your shoulders, and tries to plant a kiss on you. Hey, man, thanks for coming to help out the community. Now, do you feel violated? Am I going to have to bond you out of jail at that point? Because now understand where I'm going with this. The reason I'm making it uncomfortable is because a lot of times, the straights, as they call us, the straights, have a problem understanding concepts that women explain, as far as what is a consent violation.
Wait,
and
the
what makes
straights?
The straights.
No. Define the straights.
The straights.
Okay, define it.
Heterosexuals.
Okay, so who calls us the straights?
It's just the internet. The internet. Come on, man. Everything's on the internet. Come on, bro. Anyway, but you understand the heterosexual population of males. In order to help them understand this concept, I have to present them with something so extreme. Now, understand something. Please know that I'm not, using one community to go against another community or anything like that. I'm just trying to make it.
They're doing that by themselves marvelously.
I'm just making an example here. So what I'm saying is, do you feel like your consent is valid at that point? Because first of all, now you probably wouldn't be angry if he came up and asked you, "Hey man, do you mind if I give you a kiss on the cheek?" You might be angry, but you have every option to say, "Get the fuck away from me," or "No, thank you." You have options for how to respond, but see, he didn't cut off your option. So in this instance, this man walked up and grabbed this woman's shoulders. Now, I don't know how familiar they are. I don't know if they've been artists that are, that are cool, but I don't think what she sings about and what she raps about has anything to do with it. But I can see how he may have decided that based on what she does, that she would be okay with that quote unquote little gesture. But some people don't like to be touched like that without permission. You dig what I'm saying? Consent is everything.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
However, I hear it. Come on with it.
However, as I already said, how you present yourself, and I'm not saying it's right or wrong, you have to control your own narrative.
Correct.
So you have to control. I think that same example you just used, I'm pretty sure any man knows to not come up to me and even ask me or talk to me about a goddamn kiss.
Okay.
You
don't know.
Shit. The dialing that I'm present myself as, if they're going off the dialing presentation of what they seen, they already know, this ain't even a guy I can ask that. Why? Because they're going off of what's been presented by who dialing is, off of what you see.
Right.
If you see dialing on the internet, pictures, Facebook, you hear dialing on the Mail Review every Saturday, except for when Mark Yale is on vacation and when Josh returns from sea.
And when the upper room ain't tripping.
And when the upper room ain't the fuck tripping. I made clear my stance of who this guy is.
Right.
Now, you've already said on the back end, it's another me that maybe some people may not know. I get that.
Yeah.
But we're going off, but you have to give that disclaimer. We're going off what people see about dialing. Well, yeah, that ain't a guy.
You can say that
ain't a guy.
But people don't read signs. Right?
I guarantee you. I tell you what, Mark. I tell you what. Listen to me. I'm 48 years old. Ain't no nigga ever approached me like that yet.
Okay, I got you. I feel you.
See what I'm saying?
But there's a new nigga born every day.
And each new nigga, I hope that wise enough to know.
They should know you like Michael Jackson when they come out the womb.
Oh, grab his crotch with some gold draws on.
I feel you. I understand what you know what I'm saying.
The lean.
But I'm using that again. I'm just using that as an example. Again. So I feel you. Yes, the way you present yourself is that. But what you gonna do if that turns them on? Ooh, he seems strong and handsome. And because let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. How many of your homeboys, and I got homeboys too, how many of your homeboys have ever said they see a young lady who only dates women and say, all she needs is some good dick?
And I tell his stupid ass, you a stupid ass. Shut the fuck up, because she wouldn't want your goofy looking ass if she was straight.
Right, okay, got you. I got you.
See what I'm saying? That's the part that they don't even understand.
All
when men
check
check men.
Right, but you've heard it though.
Right.
Is what I'm saying.
Right.
You've heard it. And I understand you check, but you follow the train of thought again. So you've heard that before. So what stops a guy from saying, I like it? You okay, perfect example. The scene from what is it? Next Friday?
Yeah.
Or was it next Friday, or was it the first one? It was the next one.
Next Friday. Yeah,
next Friday. Okay.
You are a boy, Damon.
Yeah, exactly. So just as an example, him being forceful, even though the dude said, look, it ain't what I do. So what I'm doing, I'm just going, let me draw this back to the point, which is, again, the man did not have her consent. And
correct.
If he apologized, that's great.
Correct.
But if she presses charges,
that's great too.
No, I ain't say that's great. I think if she presses charges, it's within her rights to press charges.
It is within
Nobody
her
wants
rights.
to do that. Example.
I think a conversation of that possibly could have been over exaggerated, thinking that is a reason to press charges. We got to be really careful about this whole sexual assault thing.
Yeah, because now I understand that. Anybody that got anything to say on the stream, please do. Anybody that's checking out this show, man, please go to the stream and please go ahead and comment. I mean, because I'm on the side of the consent.
Yes,
I do my best. I could tell you. Shout out to one of my loves, Belisa Nera. You've met her before.
Yeah.
When we met, and this is the honest guy conversation. We tell the story all the time. It's funny. When we met at a restaurant. I had not seen this woman ever in life before. And we were in a group of people. You know, the Polly Popes was hanging out, having tacos at the Mexican. Okay, the Mexican, for those who don't know, the Cozumels, baby.
That's the spot.
Yeah,
baby.
so we was at the Mexican. Everybody's having margaritas. We're having a good time. And she comes up, and I don't know her from Adam, so I'm not really paying no attention, right? Because, you know, I'm doing my thing. I'm chilling. I'm having my margarita, minding my business. When she was leaving, you know, she was asking everybody, can I add you on Facebook? It's cool. You know, she was new to the group experience here. And, you know, people were letting her add on Facebook. Yeah, sure, you can add my name on Facebook, whatever. Still hadn't really talked to her. And when she went in to hug me, and she'll tell you this, she said, I tried my best to put my breasts on you. And she'll also tell you what Mark L did. Mark L is a breast man. Look at my face. Bring that camera in close. Look at my face. Mark L is a breast man. Absolutely a breast man. She did her best to give me the full frontal hug with the breast. And she will tell you, I gave her the best church hug I could think of.
You know what? And
you know why, though?
That don't get talked about enough, Mark.
You know why, though?
Why?
Because I did not want to be considered someone who was violating anybody. Because, lady, I don't know who the hell you are.
Look here.
You don't know me. And tomorrow I'll be getting a call talking about you touched it, you grabbed it. No.
I've had
she
that.
She caught the shoulder and the side.
Listen.
Look, I was hugging her like this. My hand, y'all see my fingertips? They was up on her shoulder like, good to meet you too. She was like, I tried to turn and you turned with me. So did, because I don't know you, lady. You did not have my consent to put your breasts on me. Not because I don't like breasts, but because I don't know who you are. Follow? I don't know who you are. And I don't want it to ever be misconstrued that Mark L violated anybody's anything. That is not the way I move.
I've had that happen on a couple of occasions myself.
Okay.
I've been talking to a whole staff, and a girl walks to me in front of my whole staff, and she hugs me, and I do just this right here.
Right.
I literally did.
Frozen.
I did this with my own, just to show it wasn't nothing in return. And I said,
bet you they remember that.
Everybody
that saw it remembers that. That was so funny. But you know, you got all them witnesses that see. Darling didn't do shit.
They literally laughed at the fact. I said, "Can I talk to my staff, please?"
Yes.
She let me go and kept walking. And you know that one officer, Mr. William. You know the one.
Yes.
Mr. William. I told you I didn't get out here be looking at you like that, Mr. William.
Lord.
So I think that doesn't get talked about enough, about the side of it where men actually push away from. There's the consent on the man's side too.
Yes.
That never gets addressed.
Well, we talk about that. Same thing we talk about sexual assault of males.
Do we talk about it?
We talk about it. I'm saying we talk about it. It's not as prominent, of course, because we go back to the original statement, which was protect black women. Protect black people.
Yes.
Let's protect black people. But I don't want to sound like all lives matter out here. What I'm saying is consent definitely goes both ways, which I need everybody to understand that. And so I'm team consent, period, across the board, straight up. You need consent, and I need consent. So Phoenix Black. I don't know why I call it that.
Don't call her Phoenix Black.
Phoenix. And I'm against the aggression when he invaded her personal space without an invite. That is absolutely correct.
Mm-hmm.
I will give you that. Yeah. Because, again, everybody out here has had somebody invade their personal space. You ever remember get too close to you talking, and you can feel they spit touching you? Did you be, hey, back the fuck up off me? Yeah. Or let's just say y'all having words. The closer you get to me, the more I'm taking that as a sign of aggression. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, and I've seen this happen a lot of times, especially with women, men will get in their men will get in their personal space, or other women get in their personal space when, you know, they aren't necessarily inviting that sort of energy. So understand consent is everything. I'm going to tell you one more story real quick. When I was in college, I'm going to tell you the story. We're going to go to break. When I was in college, I went to Daytona Beach. Now, there's a lot of people, if you're listening, you're going, oh, y'all remember what Daytona Beach was like in the early 90s. Let me just leave it at that. Black college reunion. I'm going to leave it at that. What shocked me was the very first time I went was the way people communicated with each other. I'm from Chicago. I've lived in Atlanta 6-8 months. And here I go to Florida. And this is literally my first time going to Florida. Okay. Never been there. What I noticed is that the way the ladies were allowing themselves to be talked to by the gentlemen. And what I mean by that is I would say, hey, how you doing? Because I'm from Chicago. Hey, how you doing? I have a safe distance. I have a distance from me about as far away from my co-host as I am. Hey, how you doing? And they would ignore me and walk past me. But the guys that would, I'm going to use the statement because it shocked me to no end. Hey, bitch, come here and grab the woman. Now,
welcome to Florida.
All kind of things blew up in my mind because in Chicago, you get your motherfucking arm broke grabbing a woman, first of all. And I'm not even talking about it from a consent standpoint, didn't know. Basically, it was consensual and I didn't have the words for it about the concept. But it was understood that was the culture that they were in.
Yes. Well,
and that's something that they do.
Well, let's explain. Let me explain. Jump in.
Okay.
Being a Floridian.
Yes.
Bitch is just a part of our word.
It's just y'all
bitch is our lingo more like so than nigga.
Right. Okay.
So shit. My homeboy Larry called me, bitch, let me tell you what happened to me. And I hate that, but I understand. Like,
but you know. Yeah. So you just forget, it just falls in the consciousness.
It don't forget. It's like, because I've never been that guy.
Gotcha.
I've never been the guy that overused that word.
Gotcha.
I used it when it fit.
When it fit, right. I got you. When it fit. But people use it just as vernacular.
Yes.
Everyday vernacular. Yes. So it shocked me because being from Chicago, one, that's not how we talk to women in Chicago. Yeah. Two, I had to understand that was the culture. But it definitely lit me up as far as consent was concerned because literally that was the first thing I thought. How would I feel if somebody just watched me just grab me? And I'm going to tell you what, in Atlanta wild too. Mm-hmm. You could be holding hands with your girl in the mall and a dude will walk up and hold her other hand. I have seen this occur, not to me, but to somebody else.
I know it happened to you. You in the world with that's normal.
No. It ain't happened to me.
It happened on Halloween.
It didn't happen to me.
Hey, you was dressing somebody else and it was a nigga dressed like you.
It was, boy, let me tell you something. I am unique, baby. Look. What my boy say, could it be that I'm a one of one? That means none before and none to come. You see what I'm saying? But just saying, that's a thing. To walk up and grab somebody's hand. I can't see doing that. I can't see doing that without an invite, especially not nowadays. Because things like this, where you could be considered someone who's sexual battery.
Yes.
Because you touch that person without permission.
Without permission and
do
consent.
I think it's as deep as going to take him to trial and all that? I don't think it's that deep. I think an apology would suffice. However, I am not the one to be able to gauge your level of discomfort on somebody violating your proper consent.
I would say, using your storyline, including me on the flip side, I would totally take a nigga to court.
You take him to court?
I would take that nigga straight to court. I would call the judge straight up. Hey, look here, man. I don't even need to do no goddamn paperwork. Just tomorrow, me and that motherfucker, and you know what the fuck it is.
It's going down.
It's going the fuck down.
You gonna take him to the basketball court?
You know, I know some judges these days.
Oh Lord have mercy. Yes, you do know some judges. You know what I'm saying? What can I do here? What can I do here?
Hey, I don't even want to wait. We don't need to send text that motherfucker. Tell his ass to be there,
and we're gonna handle this. Right.
Just that quick, just to prove the extreme point. So that's why I say, even with her, if she wants to go that route, cool. Yeah. He should have controlled himself.
Correct.
Also, though, this is where self-accountability is my thing. She meaning her, meaning whoever you are, need to understand the energy that you put out.
Right. So
I'm not saying what she does is wrong. because you could be whoever you want to be.
You're saying she created the environment in which he thought that was cool.
Yes, you created that environment. By the way, hey, I guarantee it's like we see all these rappers getting killed, right?
Oh man, so many.
Okay, so you live that rapper thug image lifestyle, and I wouldn't say you've asked for it, but you brought that energy.
Talking to you, John Morant. Go ahead.
We don't see J. Cole with these problems.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
It's certain artists that we don't even see with these complications of beef because of how they carry themselves
and what they put out.
So all I'm saying is, before we close this out, go to a commercial break. It's the energy. Be mindful of the energy that you put out.
Okay.
Right or wrong, just know what you're going to put into the world.
What could come back to you. What could come back
to you? It's 6 billion people on this planet. You think you're going to have a small circle that cosigns with your originality. Then the rest of them are going to say, well, you wore a cop's outfit. I thought you were the policeman.
I got you. I feel you. Well, I'm going to say this and I'm going to end it. For me, I think we all learned the lesson in kindergarten. Keep your goddamn hands to your motherfucking self.
There you go.
All right, y'all. We're going to take this break and pay these bills, but thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for joining us here live from Studio 7B, the Mail Review with the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Your boy Mark L. the Cat in the Hat is in the building, and your boy Dylan Yale, my co-host. I just want y'all to hold tight, and we'll be right back. We got some more stuff to talk about. It's going to get deep. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Deep.
It's Pastor Sean with Healing Haven of Atlanta, where we specialize in the healing and development of our young men and our young dads 18 and up. We are a community resource center. We specialize in the healing and development. Young men, young dads, we help you get on your feet. We help you get your job. We help you with leadership development. You have suspended license because of child support. We have fatherhood classes that can help you guys get on your feet, get your license back, whether it is court ordered or voluntarily. Plus, we have wraparound services that are right here in this community to help us with job training and job placement. Y'all can reach us at healinghaven, the number 8 at gmail.com, or reach us on the web at healinghavenatl.org. Come through, come holler at us, let us be of service to you. Peace.
Hey, this is your boy Mark L., one of the members of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen for the Mail Review right here on Yale Radiocast. Ladies, are you looking for something special to do for your man? Something to make him feel special, something to show him that you love and appreciate him? You should send him to For Men's Only, right there located in Sandy Springs. This is a men's only salon where he will be pampered. They have barbering services. They also do manicures and pedicures. Also, you can go and visit their website at www.fmogrooming.com if you want to get a look and see the services that they offer. And give them the hashtag The Leg. They will give you a discount off of your services for that day. So ladies, send him to For Men Only. We look forward to seeing you. And as always, the motto is, get the business.
Keith A. Lewis Jr. I've been giving back to these streets since 2004.
Really took a real team effort. We fed over 130,000 meals this summer to 225 families daily.
We need people to understand the importance of each other. People have to understand it's unity.
Bringing the energy, where we're bringing the electricity, and we're bringing the positivity. Let's get it! Hey, Lightworker Wayne, Director Huey G, and Super Healer. We partnered up with Yale Entertainment. We're live on every Sunday from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. And subscribe to our vibe, because we're here to bring you the motivation and to bring you something positive that you can use to go further, that you can use to go into your dreams, and that you can use to tap into the greatest version of you. So let's get it!
From Studio 7B, your boy Mark L. is back in the building with the Mail Review. The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen has returned from our break. Thank you for hanging with us. Thank you for commenting on the stream. Thank y'all for showing up as always, man. So, we are back.
Ooh.
We got some deep things to talk about.
Deep topics.
You remember, you know.
We're going to be submerged in...
yeah, it's going to be some things. It's going to be some things that's, you know, hopefully not too far underwater, but, you know, we're gonna try to get that to y'all. So just talking a little bit about the news this week. First of all, wait. I got to talk about this first. We celebrated Juneteenth.
Yeah.
You remember we did our Father's Day show last week.
Yes.
So now we're talking about Juneteenth. Juneteenth was great. You know, I hope you guys got out and did something good for Juneteenth. I unfortunately decided to take a nap.
I did as well.
It was worth it. And listen, what I was talking about was in the consciousness, because a lot of people were like, I feel kind of weird that those people are off work today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Considering they the reason why anyway. But that was in the consciousness.
We were at work.
Yeah. And some of us actually did work. Some of us, and listen, I saw one thing somebody said online, which was, if your company did not give you Juneteenth off and y'all taking off 4th of July, then you need to talk to HR immediately. But you know, they're starting to do this diversity and inclusion. That's a new department in a lot of corporate American companies now, where they try to make sure that they are not tone deaf.
Yeah.
As far as the fact that, hey, you got people of color that work here and we get treated a certain way, and they're trying to, you know, kind of raise the awareness. Now, you got those folks that's going to be assholes regardless. All this woke conspiracy, this woke culture, because they've taken and co-opted that and turned it into a bad thing, right?
Yeah.
So, of course, you got that. But we did celebrate Juneteenth. I hope everybody had a good Juneteenth celebration, at least enjoyed the day off work.
No.
Because you didn't enjoy your day off work?
No, because I was at work.
You was at work. See what I'm talking about? You did. I remember because you had a conversation right after the show with somebody. We not off for Juneteenth. No, we working. Might need to talk to them.
Well, I would say this. I work in a field where business does not stop.
Well, yes, of course.
In spite of
yes, things need to be secure.
No, not from that point of view. I'm the account manager over a business that runs, you know, part of the transportation business. Correct. Transportation does not shut down. Correct. Anyway. So, correct. You know, I think holidays where maybe like there's a stoppage around maybe Christmas or Thanksgiving, something like that. But 4th of July, nah, them
they still working.
They're still working.
They're still delivering. Yeah. They're not really delivering packages, but they're still processing stuff.
They're delivering packages as well.
On 4th of July?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, people running. Yeah, people still running.
Yeah. Okay, well, right on. Well, we did do Juneteenth. And Juneteenth was on the 19th. However, the day before that, 5 brave explorers decided that they wanted to see the Titanic. Now, for those of you who have been under a rock for the last 100 or so years, the Titanic was a big ship, and I'm just going to give it to you. It was a big ship full of rich people that unfortunately ran into an iceberg or was sabotaged, depending on if your conspiracy theory thing runs like that. And it sank. It sank with a lot of the people on board. There may have been some people that were rescued and so on and so forth. Also, there was a movie that came out about this whole thing, right?
Yeah, right.
So they talked about the Titanic and the dramatic loss of life through the eyes of a woman who was 80 some odd, 90 some odd years old. 90, something like that. So they talked about the Titanic and the things. You know, they gave up a narrative around that. Whether it was true or not, I'm pretty sure it wasn't true, but it still talked about the truth of the fact that the ship sank. So for years, people have been diving, going to see the Titanic, but they use things that allowed them to get that close to the wreckage to be able to see the wreckage. Now, I don't know why this shit is anybody's business. It's a ship. It's at the bottom of the sea.
They did.
If you wanted it, if you need something off that ship, figure out a way to bring it up. Don't send nobody down there, because according to them, we're going to call it, quote unquote, the bottom of the ocean, because who knows?
I want to ask this.
Yeah. Uh-oh. It looks like you heating up.
No. This ain't a heat up moment.
Oh, you sure?
No, I can't get it. I'm not mad when white people kill themselves.
Sir, people.
The views of dialing.
Why
y'all so fucking nosy? White people.
Why do you gotta know this?
What? Like, why?
Man.
It's a ship. It sunk. We know the story. It was a white girl on the end of the boat with her hands out like that, and the damn white boy was trying to get the pussy. We know what happened. They ran into a big piece of ice. Motherfuckers is dead.
That's true.
People die every day, B.
It's true.
What the fuck are you looking for?
What are you looking for? That's the point. What are you looking for? I understand, but you know, If it's there, you know what? You know why people say, why do you climb a mountain? Because it's there. So this is why people do these things. Now, I can't pay.
Why do you climb Ain't that what Josh was for a fucking year? In the Caucasian Mountains, climbing and shit.
That would be the Caucasus Mountains.
The Caucasus vote.
It'll be the Caucasus Mountains. But no, I get your point. But I can't pay my Uncle Leroy to get drunk and climb off the porch. So, our people tend to not really get in that. But we do have famous explorers. Matthew Henson, of course, did the race to the Arctic. With the dogs, running sled dogs. I could be off, y'all. I like history. I might be off, but you get my point. We do have Black people who do these sorts of things. However, do you want to play the clip and then I'll go into my rant about this?
Let's just play this clip.
All right.
I'm tired of y'all. I'm tired of y'all.
And to that deep sea dive to the wreckage of the Titanic. Late today, the Coast Guard reporting that pieces of the sub had been found in a debris field near the Titanic. And those pieces indicated a catastrophic implosion of its hull. And then moments ago, a U.S. Navy official confirming to ABC News that an underwater acoustic system heard what was likely that implosion on Sunday. The world watching from the first reports that contact with the Titan had been lost and all through the desperate race to find it. Today, an underwater rover found 5 pieces of the Titan 1,600 feet from the Titanic. That's about a third of a mile. Now the world is grieving the loss of all 5 people.
No, the world ain't.
And tonight, an ABC News exclusive. 2 of the world's foremost experts on the Titanic, Robert Ballard and James Cameron, reflect on the dangers of exploration and on the lesson of the Titanic itself. A lot to cover here tonight, and ABC's Gio Benitez leads us off in Halifax, Nova Scotia. And Gio, that news moments ago from a Navy official painting a clearer picture of the timeline of this tragedy.
We don't need to know the timeline.
Yeah,
the motherfuckers gone. We get it. We get it. Y'all brought y'all stupid ass down there, and you suffered the consequences. You play stupid games. You win stupid the fuck prizes.
Lord, listen. Okay, so here's where I am. I feel you, brother. I feel you. And okay, because I am. So let me go ahead and read a little bit from this article.
You're the more empathetic of us.
Yeah, I am more empathetic. However, stupid shit is stupid shit. All passengers are believed to be lost after a desperate days-long search for a submersible carrying 5 people that vanished while on a tour of the Titanic wreckage off the coast of Newfoundland, Canada. The 21-foot deep-sea vessel operated by OceanGate Expeditions, which probably is going bankrupt at this point, lost contact about an hour and 45 minutes after submerging on Sunday morning with a 96-hour oxygen supply. That amount of breathable air was forecast to run out on Thursday morning, according to the United States Coast Guard, which was coordinating the multinational search and rescue efforts.
The U.S. Coast Guard will be the organization leading the investigation into the OceanGate sub incident. The NTSB announced the news on Friday via Twitter, noting it would be contribute to their efforts. OceanGate CEO claims sub was safer than a scuba diving. I doubt that, motherfucker. Text.
Sometimes you fuck around.
Okay.
And sometimes you find out.
Yeah.
Okay, so unless you've been under a rock for the past week, you've heard this story. It's been the buzz of everything. And let me just tell you, one thing I can say definitively, y'all, and I want y'all to listen close. The internet is undefeated. The internet is undefeated. Boy, them memes. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm more in the loss of life, of course, especially senseless loss of life. I understand you were trying to do something. You're trying to do some exploration. The senseless loss of life, I do more than that. However, had all of the wherewithal to follow the safety rules. Am I right? Or am I wrong?
Yeah, you had all opportunity
to do the right thing,
to
which
do
is
something
protect your brain housing group, which is what we call it in the military. Protect your brain housing group. That's the most important thing. That runs your body, right?
That's what
This
I heard.
is why they came up with helmets for safety. So if you have all of the safety precautions and you decide to go against it, then you fucked around
and found out.
And you found out. Right? That's what I'm saying. So One thing that stood out this week, and you can definitely go ahead and do that research yourself, unless you've already done it, because I know how we do. You know, we go research it in a minute. I'm good to Google everything in a minute. So we all know that the CEO, who was also on that sub, if I'm not mistaken, was it the CEO that was on the sub?
I didn't get the 5 names.
I believe one of the 5 gentlemen was the CEO. He went down to prove his worth, right? Okay, yep, I'm gonna prove this. He proved that, yeah. Let me just say this. He was told several times, this thing is not safe. What you're using is bad. The material that you're using, that you made this submersible out of, is bad where you're going. It's not going to work. What'd he do? He fired them people. He said, they trying to talk shit about this, and I know better, so I'm going to take a chance. Well, sometimes you fuck around.
Yeah, sometimes you find out.
I believe he has found out now. Now,
C. Law says C.
C. C, 1, submersible, 0. So here's what I'm saying.
We are so insensitive these days.
It's not insensitivity. I'm just stating the fact. You dig what I'm saying? I mean, come on, bro. This is what we talk about. I'm just stating the fact.
I agree.
Now, again, my heart goes out to the families of the people that were affected. Although one of the CEOs was a stepson, oh man, my stepdad's down there under the sea, and I'm at this Blink 182 concert. Don't nobody give up. So y'all paid. Listen, your pops or stepfather paid $250,000 along with 4 other people to go into a submarine. Basically, what you just did is you just created a grave. You created a casket. You got in it alive, and you got unalived because you didn't follow the safety protocol and safety reasons. There's another person who said, hey, he invited me to go, and I thought about it until we got close to the time. And I was like, no, I don't think that's a good idea. He went with his gut, which is going, obviously, he's walking around breathing oxygen on Earth right now, on good Earth. So I'm not being insensitive. I want y'all to understand I'm not being insensitive, but I'm going to say that if you ignore the safety regulations, if you ignore the fact that people are telling you that this is unsafe and that what you have is not maintainable at that depth. And also, who the fuck told y'all to use a PlayStation room anyway? And again, now I saw a dude do a rant on TikTok that was hilarious. He was like, so you're telling me they couldn't even really see it? There's not really a window. Can you pull up a picture of that submersible and show the people? You can't even really see the damn Titanic.
Yeah, I don't have it. Yeah,
you can't really even see it. You have to watch it on a screen. There's one button inside the submersible, or was. Let's speak in past tense because it's no longer available. One button, and you're looking at a monitor. Like the dude was like, the movie The Titanic been out. All you got to do, he said, if you want to scam a millionaire, get them to pay you $250,000. Put them in the submersible, drop them just a couple of feet below the water, shake it up a little bit, and then turn on the first 5 minutes of the Titanic movie, and then bring them up. Bam! Titanic experience. I'm going to tell you, though, the meanest tweet, or the meanest tweet or meme I saw this week, unfortunately, y'all, I have a twisted sense of humor. I do apologize. I have a twisted sense of humor. So, please know, for sensitive viewers who are affected by this or who are upset by this, just know, these 5 people paid $250,000 each to have the Titanic experience, and they got exactly what they paid. That's some mean and truthful shit. That is some mean and truthful shit. Because why? Because why, people? So you got 200. Now this is why I'm not so upset.
Basically, you got what you paid for.
You got what you paid for. That's what you wanted. Wherever you go, there you are.
There you are.
Okay? So let me just say, the fact that they believe, people will still explore, people will still try things, people will still try to do stuff. But I hope that y'all listen to reason when it comes to safety. Let me also say, yes, I know the tweets and the memes are mean and all that stuff is definitely upsetting. But a lot of times people use humor to deal with internal feelings. Because feelings, I haven't heard Dallin say that in a while. Because he's always, we won't talk about Fridays. Anyway, but.
Because that's when we found out.
Because feelings, that's when you fuck around and find out.
And you say you saw I had a field day.
Of course. But now understand something. You got people paying $250,000 to get into a submersible that is unsafe. I'm wondering if these people also knew. He probably told them there's some risk involved, but may have not told them the level of what the risk is involved. I'm just going to tell you that one thing I absolutely know for sure is that without all the information, you cannot make a good decision. There was a young man on there that was 19, college student, one of the sons of one of the other people who were down there as well.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't have made that decision and said, you know what, kid, yeah, come with me. No, I couldn't have done that. I wouldn't have put that on my child. But at the same time, here's what I need to know. 5 men, $250,000. So let's just say there's $1.25 million in the submarine.
Mm-hmm.
Just the people that paid to take the trip, right?
Yeah.
How come we ain't got no motherfucking housing in Atlanta? Why is there a housing shortage?
And now you see why I don't give a
And this is
shit.
why it does not bother me. But how come nobody talked about the story of the ship that capsized with all the migrant workers? That's another thing that happened.
Let's go talk about that real fast.
And also, for my people that got conspiracy theories, there's always what Mark. We need to overlay. We need to overlay for that. Overlay
for the underplay.
For the underplay.
I'm gonna work on that
because there's other shit going on in the world that is more important than everybody's eyes glued to the TV, wondering the fate of these 5 people in this submersible that was unsafe. Now, let me tell you what else. Here's the kicker. They really believe that after they went down there, when they lost contact with them on the first day, that it imploded, meaning these men were already fish food.
Dolphin meat. Once upon a time, that was a staple word in Women in the Mic titled dolphin meat.
Dolphin meats. Orca meats. Up the orca with the steel chair. So understand, again, I feel the sense of human loss. I definitely mourn that. Sorry to the families. I'm sorry. Your people took a chance and decided to fuck around and find out. Okay, I understand you got to deal with the fallout of that. I understand that. But they paid $250,000 each. So there's $1.25 million in the water, exploded all over everything. Now, how much do you think it cost for them to try to go find out where them motherfuckers was?
Ooh-wee.
I bet you it wasn't $1.25 million. I bet you it was 10 times that shit. Because it was two countries sent people to go look for them.
But for whatever reason,
but people can't get housing.
Whoa. Whoa. They don't spend 1/5 of that to look for these lost kids.
Listen,
in Chicago,
Atlanta,
human trafficking is at its highest ratings. It is my last percentage check, because I'm a stats guy. That's why I say what I say so, passionately, because I study and I read. Now, you might say, well, who's the stats you're getting from? The stats or the stats or the stats? Correct. It comes from whatever source you want to follow.
Right.
There's a 200% increase in human trafficking.
200%
increase in human trafficking from a source. Don't remember the source. May be accurate. We do know that it's way more than what it was doing in 2012. Right. So you put all this money into 5 funky ass millionaires.
Right.
But the underprivileged people who are losing family members
daily,
who could wind up being millionaires one day. You don't put any effort into that.
Yeah.
They have open and shut cases that were shut 3 months into the search. 3 months. I have a close friend. Shout out to my sister Latrice.
Right on, Latrice.
Who's still looking for her daughter.
Yes, she is.
I know this shit to be true.
For years.
Because the conversation was, my daughter will be coming down that way soon, for school. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say so passionately, I don't give a fuck what white people do with themselves when they don't give a flying fuck about what goes on in our side of the fucking fence.
Right.
Okay?
Right on.
So
I feel you.
Call it what it is. When you start acting like you give a damn about us, I will act. Maybe you still won't give a fuck. I could at least act like I give a damn about what happened to y'all.
Right.
5 fucking funky ass, probably racist ass millionaires are dead. The world's probably a better place.
Listen, that's all I got. That's all I got. Hey, sometimes you fuck around and sometimes you find out. Again, you know, hey, what is it? Soros. Thoughts and prayers. Soros. My favorite from what is it? The night is dark and filled with horrors. All I got to say about that. So yes, that occurred, and we wanted to talk a little bit about it because that is all everybody's talking about. And I'm telling you again, the internet is unmotherfucking.
They are kicking ass.
They are still dropping memes about it. Oh, they're still dropping memes about it. So that's my story about the submersible and in the underground. That's our story about the submersible. Let's move along.
What do you think about Zion Williams, brother?
Ooh, Zion, you're a bad boy.
He should be a Piston.
He should be a Piston. Shout out to the drillers out there. TR, where you at? This is a twist on revenge porn. Revenge porn. Let's talk about this. Is where you had an encounter with someone and you have recorded it either.
I've done that shit.
But you recorded it on video or a video phone or a video phone. I sound like I'm 100 years old. You recorded it on one of those phone devices.
Or those cellular mobile devices.
On your daguerreotype. You recorded this, and what you have done, you guys have now fallen out of grace with each other. For whatever reason, you've become misaligned. And then what you do in your anger, if you are the owner of this video, is you threaten to post, or you post this video somewhere so that everybody can see it because you're in your feelings about the relationship ending or whatever occurred in the relationship, which, you know, they've definitely started coming and talking about how illegal that is to post that. But also, we need to understand how complicit people are.
Okay, so the Pelicans, NBA player of the Pelicans, Zion Williams, drafted out of Duke, and everybody said he was going to be the next LeBron James, just to get some people up to speed with who Zion Williams is. He was touted to be the next great thing following behind LeBron James. He fell upon numerous injuries or such and things of that nature, where he had to deal with knee injury, ankle injury, weight, fighting his weight gain problems, you know. So basically, out of I think he's been in the league 4 years now. He's actually only played like 180 games or some shit like that.
Oh wow!
You know, so
it's 83 a season.
So yeah, there you go. There you go. They've gotten very little out of this next big thing.
And apparently, his big thing gotten out. I didn't see it. I'm just, you know, I had to riff on it.
So it is apparently it is time off. He's found
some things to do.
Yeah, he been working out. He been working out on y'all motherfuckers.
Shout out to the leg.
He needs to be Mariah Mills. So he got involved with this, and I guess Mariah Mills would be looked upon as a porn star. I guess we can. I would call her one of these Instagram hoes.
Okay, gotcha.
You know, because I followed her for a minute.
We'll use porn star for a second.
Yeah. I think they get, you know, that's their actual field of choice.
Gotcha.
I would say.
Okay, gotcha.
You know, I think Mariah Mills for the most part was a Instagram model, quote unquote model. Okay. Use that word loosely right here.
Let me tell you what else she was using. These is jokes. These is jokes, people. Go ahead.
I got that drum kick too. I need to be well prepared and ready to hit that button. Anyways, so I guess she got involved with Zion some way of form of fashion,
right?
Which led into a relationship leading to now Zion was doing what he was doing out here. You know what I'm saying?
Zion was being Zion.
Zion was Zioning. And guess what, Mariah? You were just another, and I call this something to do. Once again, goes back to what I said earlier. How you present yourself is how you're going to be treated. You was flashing your pussy on IG.
Which is fine.
Which is fine.
Which is fine.
Which is fine.
However, you're going to attract what he said is you're going to attract people
who
want your pussy.
Yeah.
I agree. It
you
happens.
know, so apparently Zion got another chick pregnant, and come to find out there was a situation going on with another female, and I guess Miss Mariah Mills took it very personal. You know,
why did she take it so personal?
You know, because apparently Zion's stupid ass did not know how to play the word game and just say, "Hey, chick, you just a something to do."
Right. He needed to be
transparent.
That's the word of the day.
Yeah.
Transparent.
See? Yeah, he didn't see. Or she didn't see. She didn't see.
Lost that see.
Yeah. She was lost at what she saw. So
it got cut.
It got cut, you know. So she started ranting on social media with all of her issues that she had with Zion.
Okay.
Zion, did you even love me? Zion Williamson? Zion Williamson. I might be
pregnant.
pregnant.
In a relationship for
Zion Williamson, I might be pregnant too.
10, 20 minutes? How long are they together?
Shit, I don't know how long that man get drills. Mariah Mills threatened, so it has led to this moment that we're in right here. Mariah Mills threatened Zion Williams with sex tape Twitter account suspended. Mariah Mills, the latest controversial, that means she has been going on for this about 2-3 weeks, y'all.
Oh
has tweets about the New Orleans Pelicans star and has accused her account to get suspended for violating Twitter's rules surrounding abuse.
Yes.
That is our NBA star right there, Mr. Zion Williams, when he was fit and in shape before he started looking like Uncle Z.
That must have been the day he got on the court the first time. He ain't look like that, man. Come on, bro. That man looked ready.
He was ready. He was ready, all right.
The latest chapter in Zion Williams' messy situation with former adult film star Mariah, now she's former, unfolded today when the OnlyFans creator, she's an OnlyFans creator threatening to leak an alleged sex tape of the NBA All-Star. Mills, who has been attacking the New Orleans Pelicans forward ever since he recently announced the pregnancy of his partner named Akima, was suspended from Twitter after she threatened to release quote-unquote sex tapes of her and Zion. Quote, NBA, I have sex tapes of me and Zion Williamson. She probably didn't sound like that, but I got it. Working.
I got it. Because I've heard her.
And he also has them on his trap phone. NBA Pelicans, trade him now. He doesn't deserve to be in New Orleans. Sex tapes dropping soon.
She like it's a mixtape.
Mills wrote on Twitter.
like it's a mixtape,
bro. This is a mess. So again, let's go back to the revenge porn thing. So she is threatening him. I need to understand first and foremost, one, why?
Hold on. Let me see. It's a
why
little bit.
Trade him to somewhere else?
It's a
why does that have anything to do with what she's going through?
Well, I would say it's a little more. It's a little more.
It's a little more than that.
Yeah, it's a little more. You will lose all of your endorsements if the sex tapes drops, Zion Williamson. You will lose all your endorsements if the sex tape drops, Zion Williamson. You're about to be traded and ranked to be lowered and replaced by Trey on the Pelicans NBA. If it's over for you. Fat bus. She added another tweet. Because you know that's how all these little thoughts sound. I'm just saying.
Well,
I guess that's how she sound.
Right.
The drama-filled relationship has been unfolded most by Mills on Twitter. She narrated her thoughts about them getting together throughout the month of June, saying they've been involved with each other for 3 years.
3 years.
When Zion and Akima were expected to have a baby. It was a deal breaker. Mills is clearly heartbroken and continued to detail their interactions in length. Zion has yet to respond. I'm gonna say this. Shout out to Zion for not saying a goddamn thing, bro.
Say nothing.
Now you shouldn't have said shit in the first place.
No, he should have said
or
shit
you
in the first place.
Well, I would say maybe in the
say
first.
Something.
You
or say nothing. Or do both.
You should have just came out with. I just did a clip of what my guy that got caught up for the Marvel actor.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Majors, Jonathan Majors. Yes, Jonathan Majors.
My thing is this. When you're in these positions of financial stability at a $1 million level, you don't got a lot of nobody. Hell, I'm brothers. You ain't got to have a goddamn penny, and you could tell these motherfuckers the truth.
That's important. Let them make the choice.
Let them make the choice. And more than likely, since they want to be felt important, because women are so insensitive and their big insecurity is being the fuck wanted, okay? So you could not have, and I know that's not true. You got to pay for that pussy. I know what the fuck y'all say. I see who the fuck y'all be giving your pussy to.
And I know that nigga ain't got no
and
money.
I know that nigga ain't got shit. You know why? Because I've been that nigga.
That nigga owe me $20.
I've been him. It ain't he owe me. I've been him. Okay.
Been nigga, right?
I've been the motherfucker on the bus, didn't have a job, getting all the ass.
Right.
Okay. So give Dylan money. You over with. I was broke going to the club with one chick and telling her, no, I'm leaving with her.
Right. By telling the truth.
Now, did they like it? No. But what the fuck were you going to do about it?
Right.
But be mad. Did I give a fuck about your feelings? I just said I didn't give a damn about 5 millionaires dying. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is, dude, what the hell are you creating a false narrative for a fucking OnlyFans Thotosaurus?
Even worse. Let's just say she's a
woman. OnlyFans Thotosaurus.
Okay, right on. So again, you are absolutely correct. I understand exactly what you're saying. That makes perfect sense. And you're right. Secondly, so you're an NBA star and you already know all eyes are on you. Why would you let this be recorded? What I
ain't gonna lie. Have we not all recorded our best moment?
However,
I would say this. He's young.
He is young.
Zion's like 24 now.
But you know, you act like you didn't watch sports all the way up. You act like you didn't see what happened to Magic when the whole AIDS thing came out. You act like
and Magic is on top.
Yes.
So what happens?
But I'm saying,
what's the repercussions?
I tell you,
Magic didn't get caught up with women. Who in the NBA? Who truly in the NBA, in sports, all in general, past rape allegations has gotten caught up?
Shout out to Mamba.
Kobe.
It happened.
Touche. You're right.
It happened.
You're right. You're
Shaq,
right. Because
at one point,
I mean, but didn't they both bounce back?
But my point, yes, exactly. Yeah. And this is.
I guess that's what I'm saying. The mindset is what really happens.
Right.
What really happens.
Yeah.
What they don't see on the back end is you might lose that one person who is down with your goofy ass. Or you might not because you're a millionaire. What the hell they gonna do?
What you gonna do?
You go ahead with Bruce broke ass over here. You could deal with my damn cheating. I mean,
which one you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
Either way, I'm gonna be good. Now, here's the other part of that, though. The other part that I'm looking at in this instance is the fact that you releasing a sex tape. I mean, hell, Kim Kardashian and Ray J. Mm-hmm. I mean, she ain't lost no endorsements. Matter of fact, gained endorsements.
Yeah, shit. That
she
blew
rich
her up.
and don't do shit.
That was her big blow up moment.
She rich and don't do shit. Nothing. What is she doing? What is she doing? She put out what? Somebody built her a clothing line, some makeup, some jewelry.
She didn't show her ass shoes on social media.
But I mean,
her
what I'm saying,
ass broke the internet.
So releasing the sex tape really not going. I don't think it's. Gonna hurt.
But isn't that a bit of what you would consider blackmails? Telling a organization you're threatening his financial position in this job place.
Yes.
You're threatening his financial stability. Isn't that blackmail?
Yeah. This is the equivalent of busting all the windows out your car.
What I'm saying is,
if you ain't got no money.
when we as men do these actions, the world comes for us.
They do.
Why ain't nobody saying shit about her?
Well, Twitter did. Twitter shut her down. They suspended her account.
The business of Twitter.
Yeah, shut her
down. The business entity that is called Twitter shut her down.
Right.
I'm talking about the human being.
Right. Because there's got to be
the victims of the world who claim selective outrage of they're mad at this when it happens to them. Correct. And your whole idea is treat people important, right?
Yep. Gotcha.
Treat people as they should be treated, right?
Right. That's the way you
don't now. Zion, you're stupid, so you ain't gonna get a lot of
with your stupid ass.
With your stupid, you ain't gonna get a lot of support. But I'm just saying, on the back end, this is another example. What you put in is what you receive.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, where's the split down the middle of? Yeah, he was stupid, but he don't deserve this.
Correct. And that's the part. Nobody deserves that. Nobody deserves that. I don't. I think it's poor judgment. First of all, it's poor judgment. First of all the way around. Let's go with that. Now again,
you couldn't have picked a better chick.
Right. We ain't. We ain't perfect by any means. Understand something. I'm not perfect. I've got some footage out there. I'm sure you got some footage out there.
Hey, I lost my phone on the
purpose.
train, and I had to call somebody. Like, look, listen,
my phone.
Remember that phone?
It's gone.
Phone was gone.
It's gone.
You know what's on the phone?
Yep. That's on the phone.
That's on the phone.
So just let you know. Right. So we've all made some questionable decisions. Do I think you should be blackmailed? No. Do I think you should be treated like this? I don't care what your gender specification is. I don't think anybody should have their consent violated like that. If you didn't consent to letting this video be out, of course you can always go and put the cart before the horse and say you shouldn't have been there in the first place. However, again, let's say you did go there. You still don't deserve this treatment based on what we've seen in society. Right. See what I'm saying? Right. Nobody deserves this treatment. So I think, I want to know. I don't know. Were you able to see any tweets where women were checking her, going,
"No,
girl,
I think that's my thing." People, women and men, really just laughed at the whole thing of it. Nobody.
It's ridiculous. I'm laughing. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, no one was in outrage. And I'm laughing as well. What I'm saying is where is the outrage?
Gotcha. It's selective, like you said.
So, that's my thing. Where is the outrage?
It's just like the groups of people, they group up. There's people like me and others who say, this is wrong, this is terrible. And then you got those groups of people who are caping for that shit, saying he get what he deserved. He should have never did that because they in their feelings. Because something has triggered them, because they've been through this situation or situations like this before. So they're automatically in the camp of he get everything he deserved because of blah, blah, blah. But if that's the case, motherfucker, let me ask you something. When you do shit and you get the shit you deserve, why are you crying to the internet about it? Why are you whining? They don't do blah, blah, blah. And I'm talking about anybody. I ain't got no gender on it. Why you do something? But you was all 100 about do this. Yeah, he deserves that. That should happen because he rich and because don't do that to people. You either pick a motherfucking side. Pick a struggle, y'all. That's all I'm saying. Like, do we like R. Kelly or do we not? Is we fucking with him or no?
I got something.
What you got?
Excuse me. I wanted to cover this.
Is this talking about this or something different?
No, it's something different. It's just a lead in. It's just a lead in to the presentation of
shit I see on the internet. So wrap it up, Zion Williamson. I don't think anybody deserves that.
Yeah.
You with me on that?
He's
stupid.
Nobody deserves
but he shouldn't have to suffer.
And I think guess what, Mariah Mills? You've killed your career.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, Zion Williams is, no matter how we look at him as an NBA player, he is pretty much at an elite level where he has some handlers that will handle her.
Yeah.
Not too many people could have Twitter shut down somebody's account.
That is true.
You think Twitter shut her account down?
I think so.
Or a call was made
to shut her account
Twitter?
Down.
Yes.
You know what? Shut it down. Why? Because it's abuse. Okay, you're right.
Yep.
Yeah, I can see that. So yeah, I think it's foul. I think it's foul when anybody does it. I think it's foul. But I need. Hey, is she right or wrong? What y'all got to say about it on the stream? Is she right or is she wrong?
They ain't saying nothing on the stream. They motherfucking quiet. I got a problem with that, by the way.
I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll fuck around and find out.
It's a few things before we get out of here. I want some quick hits. It's 1:00, so we're going. We're a little bit going into mail review overtime. But it's been a while since we did that. But I want to get your opinion on this, Marcus.
All right, let's see what you got.
13-year-old daughter asks for a vibrator. What does that conversation
Hold on.
Or what are your thoughts around introducing?
Give it to her.
A 13-year-old daughter asks for a vibrator. What does that conversation look like? Or what are your thoughts around introducing?
Give it to her.
Yeah, for Amen. Sure.
It's birth control, and it's natural, and it's normal. If I don't give it to you, you're going to go find one of these nasty, dirty little boys and their dirty fingernails, and I just don't have time. Pleasure is peace. Maybe not give her, like, you know, the super duper strong vibration. We don't need a broken by the age 18.
A 13-year-old daughter asks for a vibrator. What does that conversation look like? Or what are your thoughts around introducing?
Give it to her. Yeah.
Amen.
Sure. It's birth control, and it's natural, and it's normal. If I don't give it to you, you're going to go find one of these nasty, dirty little boys and their dirty fingernails, and I just don't have time. Pleasure is peace. Maybe not give her, like, you know, the super duper strong vibration. We don't need a broken by the age 18.
Go ahead, Mark.
All
Mark,
right. So
I'm going to
first
let
of
you
all-
have the floor.
Okay, so first of all, let me just say, Mark L is definitely sex positive. Okay, so I'm very much sex positive, and I understand your you bringing this to my attention to hear my opinion on it. I'm gonna say I agree with a caveat. Now, understand something. I'm in no way trying to promote sex with children, so understand that is not where I'm going with this. What I am saying is that children are naturally explorative. You've been 13. I've been 13. Boy, I didn't promise you, I didn't chase some skin at an early age because our bodies developed at that time. So I understand what her concept is. However, what I think is that she didn't complete the entire thought. Now, here's my thought. If you need to do that, I say, if you're going to go that route, that should be the last part of what you do. You should be having a conversation with this child in order to teach them how to control their person. Meaning, you shouldn't have to worry about them going to find some boy with dirty fingernails to do X, Y, and Z. You should be controlling your person to know that you can. Let's first of all talk about sex. Let's talk about what's going on. Let's talk about the things that could happen. Let's talk about what could occur as a result of sexual activity, sexual intercourse. Masturbation is not a dirty word. However, I think this gives you the platform to have that conversation with that 13-year-old and have discussions surrounding what they're going through and what they're feeling, and have discussions surrounding how you feel about it. Do I think you should be like our parents were? That's nasty. Don't do that. No, because here's what
Mark
happened.
L, let me
finish. Let me motherfucking finish, because I already know you finna run your goddamn mouth. Let me motherfucking finish. Motherfucker. Now, I am not promoting that you tell your 13-year-old it's okay to play with that. What I'm saying is it opens the floor for conversation, more responsible conversation around sexual activity. I'm going to leave it at that. Let me go ahead and cover my ears now.
Mark L, are you giving your daughter a vibrator? You don't have a daughter. If you had one, would you be giving her a vibrator? Because that's at the end of the day, that's what they led with. Yes, I would.
Is that a question?
Yes, that's the question. Are you giving your daughter a vibrator?
If we had that conversation about sex, and this is what she's going through, and as unfortunate as this is, yeah,
you out of your goddamn mind.
I would.
You out of your mind. Let me go ahead, and I'm not playing with this. I'm not playing with this, and I'm not playing with.
Or I would introduce her to a woman who could take her. Now I can say it's okay. Okay, let me rephrase. I would not be taking my daughter. Okay, baby, here's the new Buzzy 3000. Have fun. No.
That's exactly what you're doing.
No. Listen, I would have the conversation.
So
you go conversation. I would have a conversation with a responsible woman that I know and explain the situation to her and let her know, hey, my daughter interested. Blah 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 blah. This is what she's thinking about. This is what she want to do, and I'm okay with her finding out if she wants to do this. Blah 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 blah. Because here's what's gonna happen, bro. Just like when we was 13, you gonna fucking find it anyway.
Pause. And I want to say right there.
Go ahead.
We decided to make our own natural choices at sex. What Estelle Williams, the person important, did not do is say, hey, son, here go a pocket pussy for you. That's different. We're not talking about what a child chooses to do. We're talking about the person who is in the guiding, leading, mentoring position saying, helping that person make a decision. I see where you're going. But at the end of the day, Mark L, if I was to see any adult in motherfucking Starship saying, come on, baby, let's see which one rose you want. You want the rose?
No. Okay.
and get you the rose with the motherfucking tongue because I want your pussy to feel good, baby. That's pretty much what this is. That's pretty much what this is. And I put this on the post. It's damn near in the realms of pedophilia. Who teaches the child how to use the sex toy?
Listen.
You don't close the door and say, here go the sex toy, baby, have at it. Let me show you how to put it on your pussy, baby.
No. You get too deep with it. Because I'm going to tell you what. Ain't nobody had to teach me how to stroke it.
Right. You taught your goddamn self. Your mama or your daddy wouldn't do it. All right, now, son, this is what you do with it. Now, you got to stroke. You got to stroke it at the tip, baby. But son, not first you go to the shaft, then you stroke up. Hell no. So your mama wouldn't do
my brain could take.
This is where it goes.
My brain would be broken. I got you.
You got to do it with emotion,
son. No.
Pull your dick out so I can show you what to do.
No, sir. I feel you where you're going.
My whole point is,
it's got to be a creative way to do that. It's got to be a creative way to do that. It's got to be a creative way to do that.
Rather saying to your 13-year-old child, you ain't ready for this, you stupid motherfucker. You don't even know how to wipe your goddamn ass good yet,
which was also a conversation. Yes.
Right. So what I'm saying is the conversation. I agree with you, man. It does open up a conversation.
It does.
It does.
But the conversation should be, you stupid motherfucker.
Sit your goofy the fuck ass down. You don't even know how to fuck wipe your ass yet. You talk about what you want to do with a dick or a pussy. Focus on getting your education and getting smarter, because this is what's not talked about in that. In my mind, in Dylan's mind, it's a gateway. Sex is always a gateway to more sex. Okay. I have yet to hear one person said, I had sex one time and I ain't want that shit no more. 48 years old. So prison.
Boom, boom. Go for it.
See.
Anyway, go ahead.
So the goal to me is to not even lead with trying to put your child in the world of sex.
Okay.
But more so to divert them from it, because you ain't even ready for it.
Right.
That vibrator going to turn into, or a sex toy, whatever it is going to turn into a real person. Mm-hmm. Soon. I get we have natural urges.
Yes.
I understand that. We've all had them. We all will have them. That would not stop anywhere in the world, in the history. That's what we're actually put here for from the beginning of goddamn time. I get it.
Procreation is the thing.
Yes. But as a father,
yes,
or mother, or a guider, or a mentor, the whole thing is to let them know that this is a world that you're not ready for in your immature ass mind. Mm-hmm. Dumb motherfucker, you still trying to figure out what the fuck is 5 + 5 with your stupid ass. You ain't ready for a whole goddamn dick.
Right. But what if it's
you're not ready for a toy?
Yeah, okay.
Ain't no what if, they aren't.
Okay.
Look.
No, I understand.
This is what, because whatever happened when they make when every human in the world, and it has yet to damn be presented untrue. Whenever something happens and you're older and you talk about the decisions that you made when you're younger,
of course
you always sign it off to, I was young and immature and wasn't ready.
Right.
It has been presented for this whole existence. Yeah. And you mark your stupid actions off as, I was young.
Youthful exuberance.
I was immature. Mm-hmm. I didn't know. So you know that child is young, immature, and does not know.
Okay.
Because what happens? You start to play with it, you're going to want a real dick. You really want your child to have a real dick at 15? Now what happens to get involved is you're not ready for the emotional side of it. Mm-hmm. You're not ready for the downside of it, which could be babies. You don't even know how to add 2 + 2, you dumb motherfucker. You're not ready to take care of somebody's fucking child. God damn it. You don't want to get up for the fuck for school, you motherfucker. You think you ready to have a child? Sit your goofy ass down somewhere.
I feel you on this. I also agree. You are correct. However.
Ain't no how.
No, there's a however.
There is a however.
There is always a but involved. There is always a but involved. Just like with everything.
I'm just saying. If
just like with everything.
I would say I had magazines.
Right.
What I'm saying is my mama didn't give me the magazines.
You found them and stole them. Like
and I knew I wasn't supposed to have them.
Did she see you? Did she ever see you with them?
No.
Did she? Okay, because
but what I am not that dumb to think that my mama didn't know.
Right. She did not take them away from you, in other words. So she may have seen them, but complicitly.
Yes.
Because pages is easier to tear out and get rid of than babies.
There you go. There you go.
Bingo.
And she was probably happy that what I was looking at. Like,
have mercy.
Yeah.
But again, okay, so your problem is not really with the sex itself. Your problem is with the co-signing of this for this age group.
Yes.
That's your major
That's
problem.
my thing.
Okay, I can ride with you on that.
Yes.
And I agree. But again, the curiosity of us as prepubescent and pubescent teens. Come on, dog.
Pubescent. This motherfucker is a wordsmith.
Come on, dog.
Pubescent?
Come on, dog. Pubescent. That's a word. That's a word.
I know it is.
Y'all look that up.
I know. You are no. You just the wordsmith.
I'll be the wordsmith. Or as you say, I'm the wordsmith. I'm the wordsmith. Come on, Come on. Let me talk to you.
You need anybody to teach your daughter. You need somebody to teach your.
Stop it right now.
I'm co-signing. You need somebody to teach your daughter.
Right now.
Do you need somebody to teach your daughter?
I need your help.
I need
your help, upper room. This is bullshit. This is bullshit.
Does your daughter want a 14-year-old, a 14-inch, or an 8-inch?
The views of Mr. Yale.
No, because you're co-signing the shit.
No,
I would teach your 13-year-old child.
What I'm saying is it opens up the room for conversation and understanding, because you can't get that without giving them the picture.
And I would do it on Mark Yale After Dark.
Listen, I'm not. Your daughter should not be watching Mark Yale After Dark at 13.
Neither should they be watching the goddamn dildo at 13. What's the difference between them watching your funky ass fuck show and them wanting a funky ass fuck toy?
Listen, the difference is this. You should be able to have a conversation with your child.
You should be.
And no, I do not condone that. But I do condone it opening the door, because I'm saying just like this.
You just said you would get your child, so you do condone it. You just said you would.
Imagine little teeny darling
Devin, who I told
I'm
when
not
I saw.
I'm not going to use Devin's name because he's a real person. So we're going to call him
Dion.
Darling the Shade. the anti-darling. Well, no, because that would be confusing. Okay.
I'm a Gemini.
No, let's go with it. Let's go with it. The anti-darling comes to you and says, Father, I've been having these feelings, and I would like to get a sex toy. Now, understand he's 13. Okay? Of course you're gonna cuss him out, because we already know that. We just heard that. You're gonna cuss him out. But what if your cussing out has no effect? Because of course he is the anti-darling, and just like his father, he don't give a shit. So he gonna go find out anyway. He gonna go try to figure it out anyway. Wouldn't you rather him have the information to be safe about?
And the information is sit your stupid ass down somewhere.
Hey, I knew my mama threatened my life about bringing babies in the house. I did not.
The information is, let me present to your retarded ass, you little 13-year-old stupid fuck who can't wipe your ass good, who don't know what the fuck 9 times 9 is, motherfucker. Stats show. And I would PowerPoint presentation of all the shit that we do when we stupid that leads up to the last thing that we are ready for is sex. You don't even know how to tie. You just learned how to tie your shoes fucking 6 years ago, you retarded fucker.
And so on and so forth.
You can't even cook you can't even cook ramen noodles.
So how do you feel like you're ready for this?
You can't even do this. You don't want to get your ass up to go to school. You don't answer your alarm. You think you're ready for a baby.
You think you ain't supposed to wash your legs.
You can't. And it's like 98 problems.
You mad about the submersible?
You can't handle these 98 problems. The 99 is a bitch. Or the 100th is a bitch. 99 problems.
Please don't make a bitch one.
Don't make a bitch one. My PowerPoint presentation on y'all stupid motherfuckers.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a father talking. But I feel you, bro. But I'm still again. There's a tasteful way to do that. Now I think she went the wrong way. She went the wrong way. I'm going to lean on education. At any rate, I'm going to end it there. We never going to reach a quorum on this. I agree that they shouldn't know, but I agree that opens up the door for a conversation. If you come to me and say, "Hey, I want to get a vibrator. Hey, we need to sit down and talk right now." And then, of course, I'm going to get Darlin's slideshow. We gonna go through that. So with that being said, y'all,
it's gonna start with C.
C here, right? Exactly. And so we roll back around to the title. Lost that C, because what you see, motherfucker, is you better fuck around and find out.
You lost. You lost at what you see, and what you see is everybody else is doing this, so you think this is the route to go. I just feel like at the end of the day, we are to help everybody, just like learning from our mistakes. So I do get what they're saying, that they are thinking that it's a wise decision.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the deeper.
There we go.
The deeper level of it, that okay, but doesn't that lead to more
stupid shit
sexually?
It does.
This ain't about it's so natural. It's so stupid sounding, mom. It's so natural. It's a sector. I don't want no niggas with nasty nails. That touching my baby's pussy. That's what they said. I don't want that. It's so natural. Right. But at the end of the day, that 13-year-old at 14 is gonna want a dick or a pussy. Now, what comes in that next level of it's a gateway.
Right.
So are you actually thinking about the long-term effects rather than how they're feeling now in the moment? And that's the problem. We so concerned with how these little fucking embryos that grow into adults feel in a moment that we forget what's going on down the road.
Yeah, I got you. But I'm going to tell you this. Here's the other part. Little piece. And then I'm going to end mine. I'm going to land my plane. If your daughter has gotten to 13, or your son got to 13, and they're asking you for a vibrator, you have failed somewhere as a parent. If you have not started having those conversations with that child before that point,
there you go.
Then you have failed somewhere. And remember, again, please have conversations, have relationships with these little people. Yes, we call them children and they call us adults, but they're people. And you should have conversations with them, frank and honest conversations, so they can see and not be lost. And with that, I'm your boy Mark L, the Cat in the Hat.
Let me.
I'm gonna let you enjoy. I'm gonna get the dial.
I want to finish off since we're finishing off that segment.
Yeah,
I actually had a conversation with my son about sex at 13. That's why this touches me so closely.
Gotcha.
And I'm my homeboy Taboo. Shout out to my brother Taboo.
Shout out Taboo. What's up, dog?
He was, bruh. You see Devin out there with them two young ass girls. You might need to talk to Devin. I go out there. Them girls were probably be about 15, maybe 16, built like they were 25.
Oh, geez.
I said,
come here, boy. Get over here, boy.
Devin,
get over here behind your daddy.
Devin, come here real fast.
Come here real quick. Get your stupid ass over here.
I didn't embarrass him.
You did
No.
not. What? A kind of gentler.
What's going on over there? Oh, they just we go to the same school. Y'all go to the same school.
They go to school. They dumb, son. No kidding.
I said you might need to kind of like wrap that up in a little bit because we got to get you working on your homework. That's how I did.
Ah, good.
Yeah. You know, I've been.
That's it.
You know, so I let him have his little 5 funky ass minutes with the click
young
over
ladies.
there. Yeah, came in and do the homework, and I did not even address it in that moment. Maybe 2-3 days later, we had a conversation. I say, son, you know, and I asked him where he was with that. He said, "Daddy, I'm not even ready for none of that."
Good.
You can go ahead and sign off, Marcus.
Hey, there you go. Meanwhile, at some point, Devin was stunting like a daddy. Stunting like a daddy.
Right now,
stunting like a daddy.
Hey, at 22, this nigga talking about eating from the back.
Oh, Lord.
I look at his Facebook.
Boy, I couldn't get you to eat your damn vegetables. Yeah. Look, okay.
Like
all right.
Eating that.
What? Son, don't send that to your dad. I know you're grown, but I don't need to know that. Okay, anyway, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in as always. Coming to the ride with us here at the Mail Review, the flagship show of Yale Radiocast. With kicking it with the legal extraordinary gentleman, your boy Mark L, the Cat in the Hat, in the building. Remember, tonight I'm about to become OG Polly. Everybody send out thoughts and prayers for me, the Gwen OG Polly. I will bring in pictures. Lord have mercy. Darling is gonna love this. It's on the red carpet. It's gonna be great. But I just want to say thank y'all for joining us today. Thank y'all for listening to us spit our smack from a male perspective. Myself and my wonderful co-host, Mr. Everything.
Hey, we enjoy
Yale.
y'all. We enjoy y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Mayor Review every Saturday. Once again, later on this evening, at 7:00, I will be interviewing my brother, hip hop artist, Copyright. He's been doing big thing. We're bringing back the indie circuit amongst the other shows. So this is once again the platform for true content. Y'all ain't getting this nowhere else. So just support us. Share this shit out. Send the link out. Three people.
Send me a dub.
Yeah.
Send your boy a dub.
You know what I'm saying? So this is where it's at, man. And I think, shout out to everybody. Shout out to Josh for making it off the submarine.
Yes, Josh. He actually making another sub. I thought it looked like.
Yeah, it did look like that.
He said, "I'm gonna get this $250,000." Hey, guess what I'm doing?
I actually think he was trying to make it art because I saw two white chicks.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold on now.
I had two of each.
Hey, two of each. Run it. Ladies and gentlemen, just know that Yale Radiocast is the gold standard, and as always, the motto is get the business. Enjoy yourselves. Have a great week.
How?
This is grown man business. The kind of swag don't hit a witness. I pull up in a Bentley so quick. I'm dropping them back.